Behind the Red Line, Episode 48. The Bradley Sisters, The Vanishing of Tionda and Diamond, Chicago, 2001. Chicago, 2001. Summer heat settling over the South Side. Kids playing outside. Nothing unusual, nothing alarming. Until two sisters, 10-year-old Tionda Bradley and 3-year-old Diamond Bradley, vanished from their apartment without a sound. What happened inside that home between 6 a.m. and 1 p.m. became one of the most chilling, controversial, and unsettling disappearances in U.S. history. No forced entry. A note that didn't sound like a child. Conflicting stories. Thousands of tips. Rumors of trafficking. Sightings that evaporated. A case that still haunts Chicago. Tonight, we're reopening the file. Not the sanitized version, not the official timeline, but the version whispered in neighborhoods, pieced together in forums, argued by investigators, and dissected by those who refuse to forget. This is the disappearance of Tionda and Diamond Bradley, the sisters who walked into the summer morning and disappeared into nothing. Tionda was the protector, smart, shy, always watching over her little sister. Diamond was the baby, energetic, attached to Tionda, rarely out of her sight. They lived with their mother, Tracy, in a small apartment on 35th and Cottage Grove. Life wasn't perfect, but they were together. Tionda loved writing, loved helping with chores, loved being a big sister. Diamond adored her. Wherever Tionda went, Diamond followed. And then, one Friday morning in July, both of them were gone. July 6th, 2001. Their mother left for work around 6:30 a.m. According to her, the girls were asleep. When she returned shortly after 1 p.m., the apartment was empty. Instead, she found a handwritten note, allegedly from Tionda. Mom, me, and Diamond walked to the store and to play. But investigators immediately questioned it. Why? Tionda wasn't allowed outside alone. She didn't take Diamond anywhere without permission. Friends say, walked to the store didn't sound like anything a 10-year-old would say. The spelling, grammar, and handwriting raised red flags. Inside the apartment, no sign of struggle, no broken locks, no forced entry. The girls were simply gone, just gone. The family panicked. Neighbors formed search lines. Police descended on the community. Everywhere you looked, flyers, posters, photos of two little girls staring back at you. Then, the rumors began. People claimed they saw the girls at the playground, the girls near the lake, the girls near the corner store, a mysterious woman with 2 children, A man in a car picking someone up, but every lead fell apart. A grainy surveillance tape from a nearby store showed two girls, but resolution was too poor. Maybe it was them, maybe not. The community grew restless. Fear grew sharper. Time was ticking. And then investigators did something that changed the case forever. They expanded the search, not outward, but inward. Police questioned the family. Questions turned to doubts. Doubts turned into rumors. Rumors turned into accusations. People asked, how did no one see them leave? Why wasn't the note mentioned immediately? Why did Tionda supposedly leave a note when she never had before? Why did the older sisters stay with relatives that morning? Why did the timeline feel off? Investigators noted the apartment door lock could be manipulated without force. The note's handwriting was questionable. Multiple family members gave slightly different versions of the morning. But suspicion doesn't equal guilt. And no evidence ever tied the mother or anyone in the home to foul play. What it did do was divert precious time. Time where real leads could have been followed. While detectives argued theories, the girls were still missing. Then came the darkest theory, one whispered in neighborhoods, repeated on forums, and investigated quietly by law enforcement. Child trafficking. Why did this theory grow? Chicago was a known trafficking hub in the early 2000s. Many tips claimed the girls were seen far from home, some out of state. Numerous reported sightings placed them with adults who were not family. Some tips described the girls looking afraid, quiet, or controlled. Calls came from as far as Michigan, Wisconsin, and even Mexico. One witness swore she saw Diamond in a back seat of a car driven by an unknown man. Another said she saw two girls matching the description in a park being watched closely by a woman. None of these leads ever led to confirmation, but there were enough of them to keep the trafficking rumor alive. And then the airport tips came in. Multiple people claimed to see two children matching their description at O'Hare International Airport, accompanied by an adult. Police investigated. They found nothing, but the sightings never stopped. The Bradley sisters' disappearance became national news. FBI profilers analyzed the note. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children circulated age-progressed photos. Thousands of tips poured in. One tip, considered credible, placed the girls in St. Louis with a woman connected to a known trafficking circle. Another claimed the girls were sold to an underground network. Another, chillingly, claimed one girl was alive, the other not. But none of these leads ever developed into sustained evidence. The case grew colder, and colder, until it became Chicago's most haunting unsolved disappearance. Over the years, several young women claimed to be one of the Bradley sisters. One woman in 2019 claimed to be Diamond. Her DNA was tested. No match. Another claimed she remembered being taken by a woman in a car. Another said she had memories of a sister. None of them were the missing girls, but each claim reopened the wound for their family and reminded the city of the case it tried to forget. 2 decades of theories swirl around the Bradley sisters. The family theory. Some believe someone inside the home knows more. No evidence supports this, but inconsistencies fuel the fire. The abduction theory. Many believe an adult knocked on the door. Tionda answered, and the girls were taken. This fits the lack of forced entry. It also aligns with multiple early sightings. The trafficking theory, the darkest possibility, fits the sightings, fits the time frame, fits the region, but no proof. Not yet. The accident theory. Some propose an accident occurred and was covered up. Again, no evidence. The someone they knew theory. One of the most quietly whispered theories that the girls left with someone they trusted. A family acquaintance, a neighbor, a familiar adult. This explains the calm note, lack of struggle, and early witness sightings. But without the girls, there is no way to know. Tionda and Diamond Bradley were not runaways. They were not troubled. They were children, gone without a trace. 20 years later, the case is still open, still active, still waiting for the moment one person steps forward. One lead breaks open. One memory resurfaces. Somewhere out there, someone knows what happened inside that apartment. Someone knows where the girls went. Someone knows the truth. Tonight, we speak their names again. We keep their faces alive. We refuse to let the world move on. This was the disappearance of Tionda and Diamond Bradley. And this is Behind the Red Line.